DIECAST NORBZ is a channel devoted to the teen to adult toy collector, pop culture fans, and fellow nerd enthusiasts. This is a PG-13 channel. I might say viewer and parental discretion is advised. Out there in the multiverse, it's time for another edition of DIECAST NORBZ Galactic Hooligan. And today, let's talk about the things. I saw a lot of great stuff over in Hasbro and everything. I know you did too if you actually followed the fan stream. There are coins, there's new art to be talked about and everything, which is actually pretty amazing on their own. We actually have Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right now. That's actually pretty awesome. We have re-releases of the Ghostbusters Ecto 1, which is awesome. But let me tell you, the thing that I'm actually most spectacularly interested in right now, more than anything else, is Studio Series Swoop. Finally, 86 Studio Series Swoop is actually going to be revealed soon and everything. Hopefully soon, Hasbro. The clock is ticking, dudes. I've been waiting for Studio Series Swoop for the longest time, and it's actually gonna complete my collection right over there with my Dinobot buddies and everything, but I cannot wait. It's Studio Series Swoop, and I love it. I can't believe that we've actually seen other things coming out of that portal and everything. You know, we have Sunstreaker and Sideswipe. We've actually seen those guys already and everything. I'm not going to say anything bad about the concept art. The concept art guys are great. The video game guys are great. We saw Shockwave coming out of the portal and everything, which is actually phenomenal on its own, especially with the comic book rendition colors and everything. That's actually pretty cool. We actually saw all the 4-pack in all its glory, and Tarn and Cliffjumper are actually looking like right badasses, and they are actually going to look pretty cool and everything. And to those of you who are actually interested in getting them, I'm actually happy that you all pre-ordered villains, like proper villains, going out, getting each and every single one of them. So far, I've actually seen that they've actually sold out on Pulse so far, and I'm actually thrilled that you're thrilled. I mean, for Cliffjumper, it's a great reuse of the chase mold and everything. For everyone who didn't have Tarn, that guy is actually going to be great. For the later headmasters and everything like that, we actually have Squeeze Play. That's actually great too. And Tarantulas actually kind of comes into the mix, and that's actually going to be great. I love it. They're all right badasses. But what is thrilling me is the fact that we are actually getting Studio Series 86 Swoop. Woohoo! I can't wait to actually have that guy in the collection and everything. What is actually thrilling you guys? What's actually making you get up early in the morning and everything like that, and circle it and crossing out every single section of your calendars and everything like that, waiting in front of stores and everything right villains, you're actually staying out there like stalkers? What are you actually waiting for? Comment down below and everything, and let me know what you're actually most excited for so far, and what you're actually thinking is actually going to be coming in the future. And from the pictures that we've actually seen of Swoop so far, it looks like he's actually coming. And you know what? Seriously, I dig where you guys are actually coming from. You guys are actually into the red Dinobots, all red faction and everything. I get it, but screw you and your reds. You know what I mean? Give me the true blue, the truest of all blue Dinobots, the one who is actually taking flight and dissolves into the air as he's actually up there and everything. Let us get the true blue Swoop that he always should be, and this is actually making me super happy. But let me know exactly what you guys are actually thinking and everything. You're not too savvy about what I'm actually saying? You want to fight about it? Put it down in the comments and everything like that. Let me know exactly what you're actually thrilled about. Love my comments. I can't wait to hear from you, and especially from you, so I can't wait to see exactly what you guys actually say about Swoop, about anybody else, and I can't wait to see what you guys actually have as far as your cliff jumpers are actually concerned. That guy actually really looks great. I love the color matching that's actually going on in there already. He looks like he's actually going to be pretty awesome. Right now, though, it is time to go into United territory with Thundertron. I've actually been waiting for this guy for a while, and I think I've actually been waiting for him a lot longer than I was actually waiting for Tigerhawk, and that's actually saying something, because I've always thought that he was pretty good in Transformers Prime. I've always liked this lion mode and everything, and I've always loved the fact that he was a dirty pirate. It's great. I can't wait to show this guy to you. Welcome to the show. If you haven't already, please hit the like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That actually helps me defeat the algorithm gods, as I'm actually on my plight to actually just start taking over the internet a little bit more every single day, especially the YouTubes and everything. I can't wait to make that tens of dollars of YouTube money and everything, but that's neither here nor there. That's not gonna help me with any evil plans or anything. So anyway, let us get on into Thundertron, and let's get to the stage. And from the oceans of the multiverse, from the seas of stellar Andromeda, it is all about Thundertron. Thundertron is a pretty awesome pirate cat. He is a lion, a star lion, I think, and he is actually just so cool. Let's check this guy out in full detail. Look at him. He is your captain now. He is your captain. Look at this guy. You know what? I am super thrilled. I'm gonna say a high 89% thrilled with this guy and everything. Not 100%, not when you actually have things like this and the waffling and everything like that. That's not 99% or 100% happy or anything like that, I will actually say, but he is very cool nonetheless and everything. It's Thundertron. He is as amazing as can actually be in his white lion mode and everything like that. He actually has a lot of great stuff going and everything like that. Don't look at that. Don't look at what I just did just now. He actually has an opening and a closing mouth right over here, which actually really makes me happy on everything. On a robot lion, that's kind of one of the least that you expect out of a robot lion and everything. He's just really great with the super details and everything like that. And I really have to say, I love the fact that he actually comes with a little heft and everything like that, First lifting him up in robot mode, that's how he actually comes packaged. First lifting him up in robot mode, it just really makes me happy and everything like that. Hold on, let's just take a quick look at this box over here. This box is actually super fantastic and everything. And then we go over here, we have a lot of Thundertron details over here and everything, and those stellar eyes over there and everything on his pirate mode and everything is just really captivating. I am loving every bit of that and everything. And then we actually have Thundertron over here. And really, every single time I see the art on the boxes and everything, I cannot help but be thrilled at what the digital artists are actually doing over there and everything like that. Every bit of that is actually great. There goes the back of the box. You actually have his peg leg form and everything. Transforms in 24 steps. But there he goes, and this guy really is really awesome. I love it. I love the what do you call it, dark cobalt blue here and everything like that he's actually getting. It's kind of not a brighter blue, it's not a darker blue, but it is actually very striking in hand and everything. I'm actually still loving all the details that we actually still get over here. Now, when I first tracked down Thundertron, I actually think that there was one that actually had a warped eye and everything. I quickly had to exchange that guy and everything because there's no way my Thundertron is actually going to have anything but looking the best and everything like that. And then I found another one, and then I was super happy. True story, because this guy is just really awesome to me and everything. Let's just go down over here and everything like that. You know that there are a couple of pieces that are actually going to become that are actually going to magically become his arms and everything like that, you know. I kind of wish that we actually had like a little bit more in the way of coverings over here and everything like that, but he is actually pretty great. He comes with a great range of motion and everything like that too. Like, you do have pegs that you actually peg right over here and everything like that, but once you actually move them, he actually almost has like full motility of his legs all together. We can actually bend his paws like this. We can actually bend his arms like this. I mean, you actually have a backwards range right over here. You actually have this thing right over here, which is kind of like constitutive of his shoulders and everything like that. So very nice. You can actually put his paws down. You can actually put them up and everything like that. Like, he actually has flexion on his paws and everything, and that's actually really awesome. So much better than what we actually had with Transformers Prime. If you actually kind of want to like leave him standing, you could actually just kind of like put the pegs in and everything like that, and there you go. And that's actually really great altogether. You have motility on his hind legs right over here, and also this piece right over here, which I'm going to show is actually great for other reasons. Now, you actually have motility on his legs right over here. You actually have a bend over here. You actually have like a cut right over here where you could actually come out and in just like that and everything. So that's great. You can actually kung fu someone, lion kung fu someone. So that's actually really great. You have a thigh cut right over here. Again, waffling, you know, but there are actually other ways to remedy that altogether. And then you actually have this piece right over here. You actually have some flexion on his foot right over here and everything like that, which is great. Some ankle tilt. So that's actually really awesome, and that'll actually carry into robot mode. And then with this all together, this is actually going to be his pirate leg. Spoilers, but that's actually going to be his pirate leg, so he can actually go in and out just like that and everything. You can actually kind of like manipulate his leg a little bit also and everything like that, because we actually do have like an extra piece over here that actually takes care of all of his ankle needs and everything like that. So that's actually really great. All in all, just like a really great mode for this guy. And one thing I actually love doing, you can actually put his sword right over here and everything. It's actually put right into this port over here. We actually have his lion's tail right over here, so that's another part of articulation. Kind of wish it was actually kind of like more segmented more than anything else, but it's actually really great. I love how well modeled that is too and everything. And I kind of like imagine that it could have actually been like a blaster of some kind and everything like that if they actually imported like a blaster mold into the end of the tail, which I thought would have actually been special. But one thing that's actually really cool about this is that you can actually take these waist guards right over here, and then there you go. You can actually Voltron the hell out of this guy and everything like that. So he could actually go flying like the Black Lion and everything. So like, that's actually kind of like my play value for this guy and everything. I just always think that that is just like a really cool flying lion mode here and everything. You know, so like, he's your figure. You do what you actually want and everything like that. But like, as far as this guy goes, he is just awesome. I've been having so much fun with this guy and everything. He's just great. Anyway, let's take you into some comparisons. Comparisons are as follows. We have Thundertron and First Mate Windblade here, and they look great together. I really think that they should actually kind of like team up and like fly on the same ship, you know? You know I haven't put this MFR down. It is Thundertron and Bumble. Everything is fine, B. He is just great, and they look great together. And last comparison is between Thundertron and my very yellowing Thundertron here. And white plastic, why do you do this to me so, you know? I really hope that we aren't going to see the same thing actually happen with this guy altogether and everything like that. Really hope that Hasbro and Takara have actually finally found the missing mixture and everything like that they actually can create to make this thing stellar white all the time and everything. I still haven't had any mishaps with my Jetfire or anything like that, so maybe they finally come up with the goods to actually make these guys actually keep deep stellar and everything like that, but we will see, as I actually have fluctuating temperatures and everything where I am and everything like that. So let's actually see what happens and everything like that. I won't be too disappointed though, because this guy still looks great. I might be a little disappointed. I'm not going to lie to you, Hasbro. Hasbro, fix your shit. You know what I mean? Anyway, let us get into transformation and let's see how amazing this guy actually becomes as soon as I say action. Transforming this guy is pretty awesome. Let's start off with the feet. Let's go over here and we'll actually extend his legs down just like so. We'll de-accordion them and kind of like straighten them out like that. We're actually going to come over to his thigh here and we're going to rotate them just like so, and then rotate his leg right by his knee. We're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to bring this down, and then we're going to rotate and then rotate, and then just make sure that everything kind of like snaps in just like so. And then we're going to bring his feet out like this and like that, and then there goes the feet, nicely done. Now I'm sorry everybody, I forgot to remove this, but like this sword actually goes right over here, and then if you actually really need to, you can actually remove it. That's what fell. It's not, he's not falling apart. So we'll actually check this. We'll take his back, and then if you haven't already, just unpeg his lion legs right over here. Now we can actually then move these pieces over here. His shoulder pauldrons are actually really what I think is amazing about this, because with this you can actually kind of like take his lion legs and then scrunch them all just like that in that configuration, and then we'll actually hide them right underneath. And I love that feature so much and everything. That actually just really sold me on this figure as like one of the greatest beast figures that you can actually get and everything. From here, we'll actually remove this. There are a couple of pegs that are actually like right underneath the tuft of his fur here and everything like that, so you can actually kind of like remove that, and there are a couple of pegs that actually combine them there, and then from there we can actually move his arms down and then out. There we go. And then there goes the robot's head right over there. So if you actually really want to, we'll actually start working with this right over here. There's a peg that's actually right over here that goes right into this piece right over here. And I actually tried doing it where this piece was actually going in here. That's not the way it is, because this little tab right over here goes right underneath his head in robot and lion mode actually. So all we want to do is just bring all of this down over here, and then we'll actually bring this all the way down over here, and then there is a 3-sectional accordion thing that's actually right over here. So you just want to make sure you bring that in, bring this in here, and then just make sure you manipulate all of this a little bit so all of this just slides right up. Then we'll manipulate his arms, bring that in, and then give his forearms a twist. We'll manipulate his arms, bring those down, and then if you want to, you could actually kind of like push this in, because there are a couple of tabs that are actually right underneath here and everything. But once you've actually done that, you can actually give him his mighty sword right over here, and then he is Thundertron, ready for action. Let's take a look at this guy. I am loving everything about this guy. He is so cool. And let me tell you something. I really think that like him having a beard just makes him mightier. You know what I mean? Like, this guy is just really cool. I'm loving how lustrous those eyes of his are right there. Do you see the luster that's actually coming out with the light? That is just beautiful stuff right there. He actually has such a great robot form and everything like that. It's great. Right down to the claws on his feet and everything like that. These pieces right over here, just I could actually live with or without them and everything like that. Like, I kind of like feel like if it doesn't serve any purpose over here if it doesn't serve any purpose over here, since this is actually supposed to be like where the lion's paws are actually supposed to be, then maybe we could actually lose them or something. I don't know, but like, he's actually pretty great nonetheless. And just let me take you to his back. Oh, which I should have closed off and everything. So there we are. And once we've actually closed off his back, we can actually just kind of like take a final pan all around here and everything like that. Just really great stuff and everything, you know, like I really love it. There goes his faction symbol right over there. He is a star seeker and everything. I really love that faction symbol. That is just very cool altogether, you know? So like all in all, like Thundertron actually has some just like really amazing just details and everything like that. Just carries with him all over. And then his sword. Look at the detailing in that thing. That is just really beautiful stuff and everything like that, you know? He's just like a really well-rounded guy. Thundertron's got some great articulation and everything like that. First off, he actually has a head that goes back and forth. He can actually go up and down. It actually kind of like gets stopped only because of his shoulder pauldrons right over here, which actually kind of like just really get in his way. There we go. Just let me move that up a little bit. So that just really gets in the way and everything like that, but it's actually okay. I really like everything that he actually does. You can actually move his shoulder pauldrons back and forth and everything like that. If you actually wanted to really get some more extra plate value, you could actually move that out and everything also. He can go all the way up right to there and everything like that. Super inhibited by his shoulder pauldrons and everything all together. He can actually go back that far and everything. He actually has a hinge here, so he can actually go out to that far and everything, so that's actually really great. He can bend his arm right over here. He actually does have a bicep turn right over here, so that's actually really great. His hands, he actually does have a lot of waffling over here also and everything like that. And there's a third-party thing that you can actually do and get and everything like that to fix that and everything all together. So that's as far as I'm actually going to go with it and everything. But you can actually go back and forth. And if you go past this point, you can actually kind of like use the sword almost. So kind of like snap it past this point right over here and everything like that. If you actually need that extra turn and everything. You don't necessarily need the sword because you can actually still do it. But it's actually just kind of like a bitch to like actually just kind of like get it out this way and everything. But otherwise than that, he's actually great. You actually do have some waist articulation, but you actually have to kind of like detach this and kind of like move this out of the way in order to like take advantage of the waist articulation right there and everything like that. It doesn't really go too far unless you actually decided to really remove like his back or something like that and kind of like give this a little bit more distance, and then maybe you can actually have like a wider range and everything like that. But all in all, still not bad. You actually have these skirt pieces that actually go out back and forth and everything, so that's actually really great. You can kick up to about that far and everything like that, so he can actually give a big boot. You actually have this far right over here, so you do actually have some stellar kung fu skills right over there for Thundertron, so that's actually really great. And then, hold on, let me just fix that up. And then you have a thigh rotation right over here. You actually have like a 90-degree bend right over here and everything. You actually have dorsiflexion right here and everything, so that's actually really great. An ankle cut, so that's great. And on this end right over here, you just kind of like have the ability to go around and around it, and you also have like a little bit of flexion also and everything. But over here there is another surprise, and I'll show you what that is. Is it me, or are they thinking Power Rangers when I'm actually seeing this? Because I'm actually thinking he's saying, I need pirate power now! And taking off this foot actually kind of reveals a peg leg right over here and everything like that. So that's actually really great. And with this piece, you can actually kind of like use that to like actually become an arm guard, like a hand guard right over here. You can actually kind of like put this into a sword, and then you can actually put this down, and that is a really, really cool sword and everything like that. Like, that's really great. I'm actually thinking that this could actually be used to power something else or something like that, or give his sword like extra fighting ability. But that's not all, because with the powers of imagination, and I don't know, is this the evil fusion that he actually has over here? But like, I don't think United actually does evil fusion or anything like that anymore, but he actually does have a really cool blaster leg right over here, and I friggin' love that so much and everything. Like, that is really great use of his peg leg and everything. And I am just down for that altogether. He just looks awesome right here as he folds over. Now, I don't know if the Star Seekers are heroes or villains, but I'll follow my captain everywhere, I will. Plus, how could you not love the fact that he can actually stand on his peg leg while he's actually got this sword in hand? Man, this guy is just great. An Astro Seafarer comparison between Thundertron and Thundertron. And let me tell you, the eons of being out and the stellar seas have actually done this guy good. Let me tell you, he is just awesome compared to his older predecessor and everything. I think it's such a worthy upgrade. I mean, this guy is just great. I just noticed something right over here, and I kind of feel like some of this on the top of his head should have actually maybe been painted also and everything, as we actually got that over here on the older version of Thundertron. But I am not I'm not mad at all or anything like that. This guy just looks amazing all the way through. I would think that Thundertron and Bumblebee would actually be a great team over here. If Bumblebee ever thought about jumping ship and then becoming a pirate, he can easily do that with Thundertron over here. These guys look great. But what would Thundertron be without a trusted first mate here? And for that, I am actually thinking that honor should be bestowed upon Windblade here. These two look amazing. I can actually see a story between these two and everything that actually goes beyond the stellar seas and everything, as they actually go off and plunder and that sort of thing out there and everything like that. These two actually looked great together, especially for the fact that they are both swordsmiths and everything. So I think that is just wonderful. So there we go. I'd like to think that there's a story of redemption here in Thundertron, and I think that would actually be great. There's a good guy in there somewhere in that chassis, and I love it. Anyway, I'm gonna give you final thoughts in just a moment. Yar! I think there'd be a story of redemption for this guy indeed. And I think that Thundertron really makes a wonderful, wonderful figure for you. If you actually happen to find him in the stores, please just get this guy. He is just really 1000% amazing. I really haven't put this guy down at all or anything like that. As much of as I've actually had my B, this guy has actually been with me for a while and everything. He's actually been my despot for a little bit now and everything, and I'm not sorry for it whatsoever or anything. He is just 1000% awesome. If you get a chance to pick him up, pick him up. He's a 1000% joy to have and everything like that. He's actually really super hefty and everything like that. He's got a little bit of a heft there and everything. He's actually very sturdy, even with like some of the waffling that we actually have and everything like that. But don't let that deter you from this guy though or anything like that, because he is just really a lot of fun. There are a lot of things that you can actually do to fix him up and everything like that. I hope you actually find a solution for him, but don't let that deter you from the absolute joy that is this guy. And that is it for me for today and everything. I really want to take the time to thank you all for tuning in once again for my trip through nerddom, and also for making my Windblade video. She felt so welcome as soon as I actually posted her and everything, because I saw a lot of you actually queued in as soon as I posted her and everything, and I really want to thank you for that. That actually does a lot for me. That does a lot for the video itself and everything. That does a lot for popularity of DIECAST NORBZ Activate, and I could not thank you guys enough and everything. You've actually warmed my heart once again, and I really do think that each and every one of you are amazing. As always, treat each other kindly out there and everything. You know, we have such a small community and everything out there, and it's great to actually have you guys actually kind of come in to see me and everything like that, and have the camaraderie with me here. But it's great if you guys can actually spread that camaraderie around with each other. Make sure that you actually treat each other with love, tenderness, care, and make sure that you're there for one another 1000%. Bring that positivity 1000% around the universe and back over here to HQ, because I could always use the positivity myself. And as always, when they stop being magical, that's when I'll stop collecting. Yar! I'll talk to you all soon.